Sarah, thank you so much for your time today. It has been a pleasure to get to know you.
Thank you, Daniel.
All right, so I wanted to talk a little bit about your experience. I understand that you were working for a company, goodness, you worked there for about 4 years, doing some training and support. But before that, you worked for an insurance company, an
I
insurance
did.
agency. So that's the position. I'd like to hear about both, but first, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about your time at the Allstate agency that recently closed, and that's why you are no longer there. So, why don't you tell
Correct.
me a little bit about your work there?
Um, I mean, obviously, it was a sales position, and I was one of two salespeople that were focused on sales in the office. I unfortunately didn't. I was not hired for customer service. However, I ended up getting really good at the customer service aspect and realizing that it wasn't that big of a deal. But I did cold calls. Every once in a while, I followed up with some leads that were sometimes sent to the office, but most of it was just calling new customers, some people that had some interest, and there were a few walk ins every once in a while where we ran the numbers and it actually worked out for them. Uh, I very much enjoyed the atmosphere of my office. I felt like my boss was very supportive and extremely encouraging. Um, there wasn't there wasn't a time with him that I didn't meet the all state requirements of the goals that they had set. However, I always set a goal a little bit higher. I didn't always meet that one.
Okay.
However, I very much enjoyed that challenge. And that is the aspect of doing Allstate that's so important is having a challenge for me. One of the things that I just kind of, when things happen in life, I just go, oh, I leveled up on Super Mario Brothers 3, didn't I? Like, and that just means that I'm going higher, and I love a good challenge.
Yeah, I love that. And then Sarah, when that office closed,
Yeah,
and were another opportunity opened up with
yes.
your last company, and I know that you have. I mean, you did a lot there, so I really want
A
to hear.
lot.
I want to hear all about that. So tell me what a day looked like there.
Absolutely. Let me start off with my journey with Kelly Connect. Actually, was a tech advisor position. I went through the training. I went through um, the nesting portion of moving into just doing customer techie calls.
Mhm.
And when I had finally gotten production, it was about 30 days into production. And they said, hey, you'd be really good for this. And I went, okay. And it was an administrative assistant for the training department. And I audited payroll. I kept track of attendance and exam scores on their assessments. And I ensured that my advisors were where they needed to be. And if they weren't, then I would also have to EOE um, or possibly ask for a tech rollover or something for the employee to continue with our company. But yeah, I did a lot there. And I very much loved my job. I loved what I did, but unfortunately, the position had ended for that project.
Okay, that is exactly what we talked about. So thanks for sharing that again, so we can
No
record.
problem.
I'm going to go ahead and stop this portion of the interview, but don't go anywhere. We have a few more things to chat about. All right, thanks, Sarah.